Hello darlings, it's Tess. Today I've got just a little day in the life vlog for you of today down here in Hobart with me. I've got a few different things that I want to get done, so I thought I would take you along while I do them. I have got some tidying to do, I've got some journaling to do, I've got a couple of just little bits of work for film projects and other kinds of projects in the future. But then the biggest thing I think for today is also the craziest. I am performing my very first slam poem tonight. I'm throwing caution completely to the wind and entering the heats of a slam poetry competition down here in Tasmania. My sister does a lot of slam poetry, but I personally have never really thought of my own poetry from over the years as being something that I should perform out loud. But for some reason, I'm just hit with this desire to, you know, do something completely reckless and ridiculous, because I'm sure we've all heard the expression that says you should do something every once in a while that scares the crap out of you, and so this is what we're going to be doing today. It's probably completely insane, but this evening we'll be going along to the poetry event and I will be performing a sort of edited, slammier version of a poem that I wrote a few weeks ago, maybe not months, but weeks. So I'm definitely gonna take you along to that so you can see the poem that I perform, and hopefully you're gonna like it. But let's get started on this day today. It is about 9:30 now, and I am ready to go to start getting things done. So let's go. I love you a lot and I hope you enjoyed today. I don't know if I could ever go without. point where Amelia wears more extra makeup than I do, and this is a point that I'm fine with. You're far better at it than me.
Thank you, Sergeant. You'll go a long way very soon. Wait.
Okay, dear ones, okay. I'm gonna be vlogging on my phone for the rest of tonight just because it's so much easier to take along a camera that I can put in my pocket. But as you can see, I have put myself together. I've got purple lipstick on that I borrowed from my sister, and then some of my little star stamp eyeliner up here, which I always like to wear just for added jazziness. I have this obsession with wearing scrunchies lately. Maybe I should flash back to my Visco Girl video because I literally just can't stop. They're like bracelets but bigger, I love them, whatever. This new jean jacket that I want to give you guys a patch tour of eventually, but there's not much on it for now, just a few pins that I brought down with me from Sydney in case I felt like I needed some of my power, and I feel like I do need some power for this particular poetry reading. I'm not that nervous yet. I've got my poem folded up in my pocket, but it's gonna hit me at some point. Let's just be real about that. So this is completely bananas, but I'm glad you guys are gonna be with me, and we're going really soon, and it's raining, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get through it together. So fingers crossed I don't vomit and run off stage. Try giving it a name. My psychiatrist smiles at me as we pinpoint the self-hating voice in my head every minute, fruit of the mental illness that runs in my family. It practically gallops. As I said when I first met her, after hello, what's your name? It's Ruth, how nice. And now there must be another name in the room with us. Sometimes giving it a silly name helps you laugh at it and reject what it says. I hear an exorcist speak too. Cast out the demon with its name. A name for the voice that actually heals where it cuts, so it can say, I was never here despite the sting, so you're a coward for crying, for needing help, for naming me. My friend calls his voice Karen. Ignoring her is like Avon knocking at the door. Hello, our self-destruction is half off, stock up for summer. My voice feels too heavy for that. I speak to it like Greta Thunberg speaks to the leaders who don't lead. You have stolen my dreams and my youth with your empty words. How dare you? So, demon dream stealer, what is your name? Donald? Boris? Vladimir? What name for the terror of catching a bus because you will be looked at and be real to others? The sexual trauma that still haunts ordinary words? My paralyzing fear of being toxic to other people, of my self-poisoning escaping the valve of my mouth when I scream like the open Chernobyl core. What name? Sometimes I sing songs to you, dream stealer. You don't own me. Don't stop me now. I will kill you with kindness and paint with your blood. My best friend lay dying in hospital and I charged my wand in her palm. My heart overflows like my room full of treasures, more noticed at every passing moment. Yes, that hat lights up. I yank joy and magic up from my Doc Marten bootstraps and fling them to the sky to meet the moon. Here we are, dream stealer, before a room full of warm bodies, 26 years in our cold hands. I have snatched them all from you for a decade, from first diagnosis to last drink at graduation. And the dream stealer, dear humans, what is its name? Mine is Tess. What's yours? Alright guys, it is the next day right now. We got home pretty late last night and I was really tired, so I kind of fell into bed and fell asleep straight away. But I just wanted to end this vlog by telling you what happened at the slam last night, because it ended up being pretty freaking crazy in many ways. So first up, like, people were just so kind. It was such a safe space where everyone was just being really nice to each other. So I'm reporting their niceties not to indicate that I agree, but instead to remember this like luminous moment in this room, because someone being kind to somebody else isn't about whether what they're stating is a fact, it's about the fact is the kindness. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So the names are all drawn randomly after the contestants sign on, and my sister and her girlfriend had told me that it like kind of sucks to go right first, but it also sucks even more to go last because you're like nervous the entire time. So my sister got first, her girlfriend Sage got second, and I was literally dead last.
Oh no!
But when I finally did my poem, it seemed to hit everybody well. I could hear people laughing, and when I watched the video back, I could hear the, you know, slam poetry clicks that we all love. So the little bell that you heard ring was the bell that they rang to let you know that you have 10 seconds left until the time limit. And as you can tell, I spoke for longer than 10 seconds after that bell rang, which, I don't know, it was kind of annoying. So running long instead of short doesn't usually happen because a lot of us speak faster when we're nervous and when we're up in front of each other. And I, as you have probably noticed, speak really, really fast like all the time in everyday life. So I don't exactly know how like time and physics bent and inexplicably made me so calm that I ran over instead of under, because I timed it at home and it was right on the 2-minute limit. So, you know, whatever, it is what it is. You know, first time is never perfect. So I actually ended up being in a slam off, and what that means is you are tied with someone else, or in our case it was 3 people were tied including me, and it means you have the same score, and so each of you does a second poem that gets judged in order to break the tie. But this was my first ever slam poem, so I did not have another one prepared because I thought there's no way on my first time I'm gonna get invited to be in the slam off. There's just no way, you know, having a second poem prepared is just gonna jinx it. And so, you know, again, I was dead last, luck was not with me that time, and so luck was sort of dodgy again, because being in a slam off is obviously a great honor. It means I had a great score, but also like getting in when I had nothing prepared was also not lucky, so like F. So I had no second poem, and so I literally went up and just was, I don't know how I was so calm about this. I get so worried about things that other people never think about, and then I'm weirdly calm during times that would make other people nervous, such as getting up in front of a bunch of strangers at your first poetry slam ever and literally improvising. Like, it's freaking crazy, but for some reason I could handle it. So I literally improvised on the spot, and I knew that what I wanted to do was just hype up Amelia, my sister. So I said something like, and my father, I think, he told me he was too shocked to video this, so very annoyingly we don't have a video of my second poem, but I wrote down what I could remember of what I said. So I wrote it down here. So I said something like, "My sister is a firework. We let some off many years ago on a hot summer night. Their wrappers purple and red, the colour of my hair and of my blood. And I put them in my journal at last, those wrappers, and I reached a page that was worthy. And I just think that Amelia should win and not me." Literally, dead ass is what I did. And everyone in that room lost their marbles. But because of the fact that I ran over time and that I was also tied in the slam off, it meant that if I had not run over, because if you run over time you automatically lose a point, if I had not run over time, like maybe I would have, like there wouldn't have been the slam off, and like maybe I would have been the third person, because my sister won the slam off and then she ended up being in third place. So if I didn't run over, then maybe that would have been me instead of her. But in my opinion, no, she's been doing it for years. She's far better at it than me. Meanwhile, I've been writing slam style poems for many years and verse and all kinds of, you know, different wordy vibes, but I've never performed them before. So she's far more in practice than me and she absolutely deserved to win. But then after, when everyone was kind of talking to each other, I was just wandering around doing my usual thing, which is just giving everybody as many compliments as possible because they were so amazing.
I love you so much, oh my god!
What I will say to you is that nobody, basically the poets that I went up to and said, oh my god dude, you're so amazing, like none of them could believe that it was my first ever poem. Like I told one guy that, and then a few minutes later I was talking to his friend, another one of the poets, the girl who actually won first place. She was amazing. And her poem, just by the way, just for a little thing, was I've always felt comfortable in a storm, meaning like a storm of kind of difficulty, but I shouldn't have to live in one anymore. And I was like, oh, amazing. But this guy friend said to her, it was like, oh hey, this was Tess's first ever slam poem. And this girl was like, are you kidding me? Like she couldn't believe it. So like, I got, you know, complimented by a queen. That's fine by me. So I guess me pretending to have my crap together worked a charm. Fake it till you make it. Woo! But anyway, it was insane and gorgeous and exhausting, and we sat there in the bar and I had lemon lime and bitters and little fried popcorn chicken and chips, and as soon as I had done my poem I was absolutely starving, so I was just shoving all of it into my face. Anyway, that's what happened. So I hope you enjoyed this video, seeing just a little day in my life down here in Hobart. You've seen days in my life up in Sydney, so I thought I would give you one for today. I hope you are doing as well as you can in this very, very strange time for all of us. I hope that your heart and your mind are healthy, and I hope that you know that you are beautiful and worthwhile. Stay imperfect, stay hopeful, subscribe for more from me, and remember, I love you, keep going.